Hi you guys, and here's Cody. You guys haven't seen Cody in so long. He's a giant now. It has been so long. This video is so way overdue. If you don't follow me on Instagram, this video is seriously gonna come as a shock to you. Like, so much has changed. A lot of you guys were asking if I still had my YouTube anymore. Some of you guys are like, where are the videos? Just click the videos, guys. I didn't delete anything. But yes, this page is changing, but I have to start from the beginning. Let's go all the way back. Let's rewind literally to like a year ago. A year ago, you guys, I was so lost. I was so lost. Like, I was not feeling fulfilled at American. I wasn't feeling like I was growing. I was just stuck. Like, that is such a great way to put it. I felt stuck, and I didn't like that feeling at all. I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing more than this. I felt like something was missing, and all day, y'all know them targeted ads are real, okay? All day I just kept getting like these little, oh, pilot here, pilot there, you know, pilot. And I'm like, what if I became a pilot? And the more I talked with my husband about it, the more I was like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to do. And I say, oh my God, because when I mean I'm stubborn, I'm stubborn. So the way that God has to speak to me, it's like he don't speak. He kind of like smack, throw, uppercut. Like, that's how you get the message across to somebody. Like, I am so hard-headed. So literally that day, after talking with Rodney about it, getting all these targeted ads, one of my good friends, her uncle is a pilot for American, and he was my pilot working my trip. And the more I just kept talking about it, I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. I hear you. This was maybe like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, y'all. That Monday, I started at my school. So my school, I attend Liberty University, and I am in the Bachelor's of Aviation program. And I could not imagine doing this aviation journey anywhere else. Like, I am so obsessed with this school, what it does for me as far as my personal growth, my faith, my relationship with God, how I should move as a pilot, how I incorporate my faith in such a modernized world where culture has kind of like put some norms on some type of sins and things. It's just, this school does so much for me and has changed me in such a positive way that I'm like, I couldn't have just gone to flight school. Like, so many people have asked me that, like, why don't you just go to flight school? Like, why are you going to like university? You don't need your bachelor's anymore. It's so much deeper than that. Like, this is the road less traveled. I get that. It's not for everybody. But this is the path that God laid out specifically for me, and I believe that wholeheartedly. It's important to me to get my degree for a personal reason. This is something that I want to show my daughter. And on top of that, flight school is expensive, y'all. It's real deal expensive. By going to a university and then flying with an affiliate flight school literally 30 minutes away from my house, I saved so much money by not having to take out personal loans. The first year that I was in school, like that first semester, they didn't take into account I was married. So I got Pell Grants, I got student loans, y'all. I was rolling in the dough. And then as soon as they were like looking at my FAFSA, like, sis, you're married, they snatched them Pell Grants so fast. I was in tears. But I am very blessed and I'm very fortunate. So we have a plan as far as how I'm paying for university. So I pay everything through my university, and from there my university pays my flight fees with my affiliate flight school. So I'm not double paying here as well. That's something that's also not understood by everybody. That doesn't sound smart. So yes, I am working to become a commercial pilot, and now that leads me to my next like big change. Everyone asked me, why did I have to leave American in order to do that? If you don't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I left American. Now you know. That doesn't mean I left the flight attendant world. I am still a flight attendant, but I am now a flight attendant for Delta. You guys, it just, when I mean like the way God has been speaking to me lately, it's been so loud, it's so hard to ignore. So not only does Delta have that Propel program, which I am really shooting for, it also has just made my quality of life like so much better. You guys, I'm getting like 17 to 18 days off a month. I'm getting the exact schedule that I want. I mean, these are all things that I could not get as a line holder in Charlotte with American. I was really struggling to find motivation to go to work just because of the way the trips were built. Even with coming up on 5-year seniority, that meant nothing in Charlotte. Like, I don't care about having weekends off. I don't care about things like that. I care about getting the days off that I want when I need it. So I wasn't bidding for anything crazy, so don't rip me to shreds. I wasn't bidding for holidays. I wasn't doing anything like that. It's just whenever I was a line holder, the trips are not built well. And I'm not saying like Delta, you know, is any better, but I am saying I get the days off that I want. I get a lot of days off so I can deal with crappy trips. Okay, so it's like a trade-off. My trips aren't crappy though. But I bid for a lot of layovers in Charlotte, and then on top of that, like I said, I'm getting 17 to 18 days off a month. So a lot of you may also be asking, how are you a flight attendant and doing pilot school? That's how. I changed airlines, and that has allowed me so much more free time. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing for the past 3 months, I fly high time. I only fly high time. So that means like my trips are 18 plus hour, 3 days, or we don't really have 4 days. I haven't had a 4-day yet. 3 days. And then I'm flying over 110 hours a month. Now that I've officially started ground school this past Monday, I don't fly high time anymore. And that is an easy decision to make because of the concept that we have with 8 days. We don't have reserve months. So like I said, the quality of life has just been so much better. I'm home more often. I get to do pilot school while I'm a flight attendant. There's just so many things that made this transition easier for me. And I think that's why God set me up that way. When I first applied to be with, you know, Delta, I wasn't even thinking it would transpire into anything. I'm like, I'd kind of, Cody, mommy is busy. I'd kind of just see where it goes and make a decision from there. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't take the entire, okay, Cody, no, drop it. It's too loud. No. I didn't take the process, you know, seriously until I had that CJO in my hands. And even then, there was no debate. I didn't need to really talk about anything. You know, I was talking about it with my husband for such a long time that by the time the CJO was in my hand, I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy I didn't mess this up because I did not realize how bad I wanted this. You guys, I cried like a baby when I got my CJO, like straight, like awful, ugly cry, Kim Kardashian, like it was bad, like it was bad. But since then, I mean, like I said, everything has just really been aligning for me. So as far as the path of which this YouTube is gonna go, it is going to be my journey from being in the cabin, being in a jump seat, to now being in the cockpit, flight deck, whatever you want to call it, and being a pilot. And I'm so excited. I shared this on my Instagram live, so I'll share it with you guys as well. Being a commercial pilot, that is a huge goal, but that's not the end goal. My really huge goal, why I felt called to even do this, what I really feel God is calling me to do, is to open up a flight school for minorities. After going through just like the little bit that I have gone through, it's a lot. Honestly, it really is. I haven't had a mentor. I'm a first-generation aviator in my family. I have no one to turn to for guidance. Since then, I've applied for mentorship. Yeah. But just going through this process, I've had to learn by trial and error, constantly calling people, borderline harassing people for information. And I want to open up literally a facility where it's like, you're coming with drive. You really want to be a pilot, but your life circumstances, you know, just don't work for your favor. So what I'll do is kind of set people up for success where it can come through with financial support, you know, come through with just so many. I have such a huge vision for this. I won't get in depth with it, but I just want everyone to know, like, that is the true end goal. I'm so sorry though that this video took so long for me to record. When I mean I've been a student full-time the whole way, y'all, I mean since I've started. So through flight attendant training for the 3rd time, through moving, we closed on our house. Like, oh my god, so much has happened. Like, we have a house. So much has happened, and it's like I have stayed the course, and I feel like God has really come through for me, because there's no way I could have done this by myself. And that's another thing that I felt so strongly about. Like, okay, I knew that I was finally on the right path for my life, because if you can accomplish a dream by yourself, it's not a dream, you know. I won't say that it should be something impossible, because what I am feeling my purpose isn't an impossible thing. It is just something that I cannot attain without assistance. And I mean that through God. I mean that through a community. My husband, my family have been literally carrying me through this. I need God. And this may turn some people off, and that's okay. YouTube is filled with other creators, other influencers. I hope you don't leave, because I can't wait to show you guys how much God has been working on my life to make it the way it is, and how it's going to bless others in the future. So I'm really excited. This is like my reintroduction and explanation for what the heck is going on with my YouTube. But I love you guys. I cannot wait to record. But you know, God's still working on me. I'm still like not as consistent with the videos as I should be. I'm not sure what type of content I want to do when it comes to this piloting stuff. If it's just kind of like a journal diary, or if it's informational, or if it's both. I think it's both. I like that idea. See, we're gonna figure this out. But yes, I love you guys. Thank you for being so patient with me and making sure I've been okay. I kept this a secret for so long, so I'm so happy to constantly be talking about it more. So I love you guys. Here we go.